Hello, and welcome back to Authentic Voice. So today we're going to be diving into the fascinating topic of, you guessed it, consciousness, but not just consciousness, expanding consciousness. So I'm just going to start with a question. Have you ever thought about the power of expanding your awareness and understanding the world around you? Yeah, me too. So it's truly a transformative journey that can lead to profound personal growth and self-discovery. So how can you expand your consciousness? Well, I'm going to dive into just 7 practical techniques together here today. Some that I've personally used and others that I've gleaned from other personal development giants like Tony Robbins and the late Wayne Dyer, for example. So first and foremost, number 1 is meditation. Meditation's quite a powerful tool. I'm sure you've heard this before, but it really, in my personal practice, yes, I have discovered this to be quite true. So it's definitely something that you want to give a go at. Well, not give a go at, you really want to do it. So, and I promise you that it will help you to expand your consciousness and your awareness. So it doesn't have to be major. It can just be like a few minutes a day. And things like that. So it's a great tool to increase self-awareness, as I said, and connect with your inner self. And this is what it's all about. Like meditation is all about connecting to that inner world, which is where consciousness is and where it begins to expand. We have to expand from the inner to the outer. So it's the inner world to the outer world, always. So this is a good place to start. So you can just take a few minutes each day, like I said, to sit in stillness, and it can work wonders for expanding your consciousness. Number 2, mindfulness. It's another key practice. So it might sound similar to meditation, mindfulness meditation. What's the difference? Well, mindfulness is just basically you're not really necessarily sitting still, but you are becoming aware and present in the moment. Whereas meditation, you're more internalizing what's going on inside in more depth in your internal world, whereas mindfulness is more about observing the thoughts and not just that, like just everything around you. You can do it at the same time. So observing your thoughts without judgment, so that you can cultivate a deeper sense of awareness and clarity. Number 3, journaling. I know, annoying, but when you do journal, it's quite a fascinating way to reflect on your experiences and your emotions and insights. So I find this very helpful because it tends to slow down. So mindfulness is good, but I find journaling, it's like it's in slow motion because, you're taking your thoughts and you're writing them down. So you kind of have to slow it down. And I find that you really grab hold of what those thoughts are, and you can actually catch on to, where those thoughts are coming from. Sometimes they're not even your own. And this is the same with our beliefs. And it's good to do this. It's good to write them down. Then you can really reflect on them and say, well, where did I get that belief from? Where did that thought come from? And you will start to discover that, well, not all the time, of course, but a lot of the time they're not even yours. And it's also a good insight to knowing what you were raised with. I mean, we all sort of generally know, consciously what our parents were saying to us growing up and things like that. But those really deep-seated beliefs are sometimes quite hidden from the conscious view or the conscious realm of ourselves. So in writing them down, it really helps. Number 4, engaging in self-reflection. So this is essential for personal growth, okay? So you need to take that time out to ponder on your beliefs instead of just sitting down on the couch and watching something and just zoning out that way. Zone out internally. Just, take that time to ponder and daydream and just, focus on your beliefs, your thoughts, your goals, and just asking yourself the meaningful questions, okay? So just deepening your understanding of who you are and what you want out of life can really be a great way to expand your consciousness and your awareness of your internal world and your intuition. And number 5, exploring nature. So being in nature is a beautiful way to expand your consciousness, you know, being out with all those beautiful, beautiful beings that are quite ancient, and just spending that time outdoors. And if you can, also you can do some grounding at the same time, especially if it's on the beach with no shoes. You can really energize your electromagnetic field so that you're re-energizing the body. That's why we feel so good when we've been out in nature, because this is what's happening. We're actually getting nutrients, in a way, into our electromagnetic field, into our subtle bodies. It's very good for the emotions. So just spending time outdoors, breathing in that fresh air, and just, you know, connecting with the natural world. And it can bring such a sense of peace and harmony to our being. And number 6, gratitude. So gratitude is a simple but very powerful way to shift your perspective. So if you ever find yourself having negative thoughts, this is where awareness comes in. And once you've got that awareness, you will become aware of certain thoughts and negative thoughts. You can then shift those to looking at things that are positive in your life, and just you know, you have the power to do that. So just looking at at that perspective in life, and just opening your heart to abundance, rather than, because negative things tend to be all about you know, not having enough, not being enough, or woe is me. Okay, so anything that you open your heart to is going to be abundant in nature, because the heart naturally is expansive and wants to expand more and more. Okay, so just take a moment each day to appreciate the blessings in your life, no matter how big or small. And number 7, engaging in creative activities like painting. Well, for me, I like to paint, I like to write. It could be for you like playing a musical instrument, singing. There's a myriad of creative ways you can, you know, so just find what helps you express yourself, and that will expand your consciousness by tapping into that inner creativity and intuition. So remember, expanding your consciousness is a journey and not a destination. And to take small steps each day to deepen your awareness and understanding of yourself and the world around you. So thank you for joining me today on this enlightened exploration of conscious expansion, and stay curious, stay open-minded, and keep seeking new ways to expand your consciousness. And remember, your voice matters. I'll see you in the next video, and remember to let your heart soar. Namaste.